What if you were unintentionally caught in the middle of a riot? What if they swarmed onto the highway near your vehicle? What do you think about the civil unrest happening? Let me know in the comments at the end of this, but here's my vehicle, and I'm going to show you a lot of these preps I have. So this might interest some of you. Some of you may not give two shakes, but right away you notice I've got the security there, kind of mostly a visual deterrent, but also kind of said, go to the next car if you're going to try to rob me. So think about that for your vehicle. Here we've got gloves, and underneath a headlight there's some bleed stop, and I've got the old tried and true here, the nunchaku. I don't care who you are. If some crazy swinging these at your head, it might back you off. So I got those in there. This, I figured, hey, it's a kid's toy, but I could use it for some sort of fishing device if I ever needed. Water bottle. I'm going to be mounting a pistol thing there. And then, of course, what's this? Oh, we got the old paperweight. Yeah, that's nice. Nice to have. Can't go wrong with that also if you need to deck someone that for strengthening the hands and forearms. A nail trimmer. There we have a water filter. That thing's awesome. Does 100,000 gallons, whatever. Survival tool there. So you're going to see a lot of kind of prep and survival tools. There's a little sticker. Oh, another full paperweight. That's good for busting jaws. Matches to make fire. There to break a window, or nice folding knife. That also can back people off if ever needed. And you're going to see a lot of knives in this one because I'm a knife nut anyway. I had a collection. That keeps a fire going for a long time and very easy to light. Then we got a little computer thing there, thumb drive. Mask, which I never wore but could cover your face, and a bandana, filtering water, doing whatever, covering the old head, keeping things. There's a full tang, heavier knife, pretty thick there, for I think it's off-grid knives. And now let's check out some more stuff. Oh yeah, this is kind of cool. Let me grab this back here. This thing is... Where is it? Here it is. Inside there is these metal pieces that fold together quite adeptly. They make a stove. So you got this mini stove that is perfect for a couple people to cook on, and very easy to set up, easy to travel. It's almost two-dimensional. This is I keep locked because, again, a little deterrent. Again, if someone wanted to crank in there with a crowbar, of course they can open this stinking thing. But the longer it takes a criminal to do something, so they might be interrupted. They might run off. You never know. Anyway, let's see a couple things in here. Another knife by Bark River. There's another nice full tang knife. Good survival one. And the back, the spine is flattened, so you can spark the ferro rod off of the back into your tinder bundle, making fires much more accessible. So more bleed stop. If I see someone in an accident, or if or my family's ever in an accident, that could potentially stop a bad cut. Hopefully. Here we have more knife. If you're doing it on the cheap, these babies used to be like $9. $8-9. They might be more now, but very nice, wicked sharp Scandinavian grind. I love that when I was doing a lot of outdoor stuff. Great for working with wood, whittling, and all that kind of stuff, and prepping for fires. Glasses, extra pair. Again, 2 is 1 is none, so I've got 3. A little trivia game for the kids or family if we're stuck in traffic or whatever. So a lot of this stuff. Oh, just tap it in. A little Happy Gilmore hat, keeping the sun off your face or the rain. Whistle for shutting up clients, mostly in the self-defense seminars. But oh yeah, there we go. That's an awesome thing. Little thing pierces out of there, smashes into windows. That's if you ever need to break into another car, get out of yours if you drove off a bridge, or save some baby in the heat or some dog in the blazing heat or something. Bungees. Flashlight, I've got a couple of those in the vehicle. More knife capabilities, like a jackknife. On the other side, there's a big umbrella. On the other side, I have baby wipes as well for staying clean. This thing, breaking into cars old school way. Another knife with a ferro rod, full tang. Nice strong knife there. Map, paper map in there. So it can't just be all electronic. Remember that, my friends. Of course, jumper cables. MREs under there. I got a few of them. And then, of course, a little bug-out bag. Old school bag. I have nicer ones at home and in the garage and stuff, but I kind of like repurposing some of this. Right away, you notice a container, That's one of the 5 C's of survivability, which I highly suggest you learn. There's cordage, another C. You've seen combustion, and you've seen cutting tools. And you can use some of the stuff for cover, but I also have cover in there. There's an emergency blanket, more stuff, for medical care, for cordage and rope, for whatever. There's the container. Inside there, more fire making and combustion capabilities. Ferro rod and thing to spark it with. And on the back, you've got... That's a perfect ready-made tinder bundle. That's just dryer vent lint, and it's highly flammable. So in a pinch, you can make a quick fire, like extremely quick. Also, you can purify water if you don't have a water purification system, or collect water in that container, of course. We've got reflective devices for signaling those glasses or protecting your eyes. There's the cover for the emergency blanket. That can also be used to signal because it's very apparent to the human eye. Let's see. Duct tape is always good. That can be used as cordage. There's more of the potential tinder, right? And another container. And that bag could be used as a container as well. That can be fashioned into some sort of hook if needed to go fishing or whatever, right? So there's all sorts of things. You have to be creative if you're talking survival. So this is whether your vehicle runs out in the middle of nowhere, breaks down, or if you're swarmed by someone. Here we go. We got nicer gloves, nicer cordage, and then a really nice knife by Survive Knives. This one's crazy strong. There, it's got the little divot if you want to make a bow drill fire. And there's videos of this thing being hammered through concrete and doing fine, or hammered into a tree and a dude stands on the handle and jumps up and down on it. That's how strong those kind of Survive knives are. So I do recommend them. There, some O-rings, and yeah, that's it for the bug out bag. I've got another flashlight and a phone charger and a little mini Bible in the other door on the other side. But today's world is insane, so you might have to go with a little bit more firepower. This is this is actually my first pistol I've ever bought many moons ago, the Ruger P95. And is something I wish we didn't have to concern ourselves with, but bad guys have them. You might want to have them. I think the mags are 15+1, so a lot of capacity there. Anyway, I have better pistols at home, of course, but let me know what you're thinking. Yeah, let me know in the comments, what are some of your preps? And are you prepared for a potential riot or survival? Remember, train like an athlete, fight like a criminal.